Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Smiley and today I am very excited to be talking with you about this guy right here, the HTC Vive, and I better take this off because, you know, yeah. Alright, let's get started. I'm very excited to be talking about this today. This is going to be my first real tech review where I'm taking a piece of tech and reviewing it. If you guys like it, do let me know in the comments below and by leaving a like, and we'll do more of these in the future, you know? Without further ado, let's get on with the review. So the HTC Vive is $800 dues. $800 is a lot of money. What I'm gonna do today is answer if it's worth it or not. Let me be 100% clear. When I throw that headset on and I'm moving around and I'm fucking like doing all that shit, it's amazing. You're in another world. It's fantastic. It's really something that I think everyone should take the time to experience at least. If you're curious to check one out, you can go to your local Microsoft store and most of them will have a demo unit that you can check out. Just make sure that you call them before schedule it. When I picked this up at the Microsoft store, they asked me if I wanted to do the demo, so you don't always have to schedule it. If they're empty enough in there, if it's quiet enough in there, they'll probably just let you go ahead and do the demo. But I recommend giving them a call in the first place if you'd like to give this thing a shot before you pick it up, which is something I'd highly recommend that you do because you're about to drop 800 bucks on this thing. Let's get into some of the games. So I only bought a few games on there. I thought they were really fun though. I bought Space Pirate Trainer, a game called Out of Ammo, Elite Dangerous, Real Racing, and the Trials on Tatooine Star Wars beta. Star Wars experience. Starting with the Star Wars experience, the Trials on Tatooine thing, that was the one I was most disappointed with. I was really expecting LucasArts and Disney to really go a long way with this. Perhaps it's only in the PlayStation VR mission. It'd be a shame if the X-Wing VR mission is limited to the PlayStation VR because Trials on Tatooine was the biggest disappointment in VR for me. I thought I was going to be able to be swinging around a lightsaber, having just a great old time. I thought I would be doing multiple things. It's one 10-minute level. Granted, it's totally free. You don't pay for it at all. But it's not worth your system memory. Let me tell you that right now. It is not worth your system memory. Alright, so Space Pirate Trainer then. How was that? Best experience of my life. That was the game that actually made me break a light in my room. When I was swinging around the controllers, I accidentally, you know, bashed a light and I broke it and my hand got all cut up. I'm not sure if you can see, but collateral damage. What can you do? It was a few days ago already, so thank God I'm doing better. But hey, you know, VR, you're gonna get yourself hurt probably. You know, what can you do? Let's talk about the setup experience a little bit. The setup was surprisingly easier than I thought it was going to be. I just got two boxes on either side of the room. I'll show you guys those. It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. It was all on my computer screen, walked right through in front of me. It was really simple. It was really nice. They did a fantastic job on explaining this to someone who thought that there were going to be a lot of hoops to jump through for VR. Thank God that is not the case. Real Racing 3, this is the only other game that I actually played because most of my time was spent playing Space Pirate Trainer. I spent hours in that game. It is fantastic. I'm having such a great time with it. I did capture a little bit of Real Racing 3 so you guys could check it out. I assume some of you guys like racing games. Not personally for me, I'm more of a shooting kind of guy. I really wish I got to play Elite Dangerous, but for some reason I couldn't get it to launch. Maybe I'll do a reinstall and we'll talk about it next week. Do let me know in the comments below if you want to see that. So Real Racing 3 was kind of cool. You're obviously, you know, sitting in a car. You can choose between first and third person. Third person gave me a little bit of motion sickness because you're actually like standing behind the car and it's a little weird seeing it move around and stuff and you're not actually in it. It's a little weird, so I just stuck with first person where, you know, you could look around in the car. I'll throw some footage of that up right now. It's really fun. I gotta admit, Real Racing, this was actually the most fun racing game I've ever played. I don't play a lot of racing games. You check my Steam library, the only car game I have is Rocket League. Well, and now Real Racing 3, I guess. I actually had a lot of fun with it. I actually booted it up more than once. Which is surprising for me and a racing game. Me and racing games don't usually have that kind of connection. Great fun, beautiful graphics. Really sitting in the cockpit of these Formula 1 race cars was just fantastic. Sometimes it felt like sitting in a spaceship. The things look so fucking cool. So I highly recommend picking up Real Racing 3, even if you're not a car guy and you're not a big racing fan. It is so much fun to play in VR, and let's face it, if you're throwing down $800 for the VR headset, throw down the $30 for Real Racing 3. Come on, guys. Out of ammo, I couldn't record any gameplay of that, but I did have a lot of fun. It's basically like a Minecraft visual style shooting range and military first-person shooter. Pretty cool. It was only, I think, $7 or $8. I highly recommend picking that one up too. But I mean, all in all, this was a really different and really amazing experience that I thought was worth my $800. That is really in the eyes of the beholder. Is this something you're gonna put on every day and play with? Is this something you're gonna play with for once a week? For me personally, I play about 30 minutes a day. After about 30 minutes or an hour, I get a little tuckered out. I wanna sit down, play some games in my big comfy chair, but I'm definitely keeping it. I love the thing. I'm having so much fun. It's ridiculous. I feel like a kid when I put that thing on and I'm exploring these new places. It drops you in a sci-fi world, you're in that sci-fi world. It drops you in a war zone, you're in that war zone. It drops you in a car, you're in that car. This is really something very cool. I enjoyed it very much. I have not tried the Oculus Rift, mostly because its touch controllers for some reason still don't exist. So they're lagging behind the HTC Vive. Also, with the touch controllers, apparently the Oculus Rift is going to cost as much as the HTC Vive. That's right, guys. Apparently, and I'm not 100% on this, but from what I've heard, the touch controllers for the Oculus Rift are going to cost $200. And that's assuming they don't release some kind of light boxes in the future like the HTC Vive has to compete with the walking around the room aspect of it. So if you're gonna get into VR now, and you're not gonna get one of those silly little headsets to put your phone in, I'd recommend taking the dive off the deep end, paying the $800 for the Vive, because it's gonna get you the best value in the long run. You got the touch controllers in the box, you got the light boxes in the box, you got the headset in the box, you even got these really cool wall mounts for the light boxes. Fucking amazing. So, what do you guys think of the future of gaming and VR? All this cool stuff coming out right now. I mean, 2016 is a hell of a year for video games. Virtual reality, augmented reality, all this stuff. We get to witness the beginning of it. It's pretty cool. Like a whole tech revolution right in front of our eyes. So yeah, guys, that's the HTC Vive. Worth my $800. If you're picking up a VR headset, check out the HTC Vive. It's fantastic. I personally feel like I got my money's worth out of it every time I put that headset on and I'm moving my hands individually about the room. It's very, very cool, and it takes your breath away. And for that, I will say it's worth my $800, and I'm keeping it right here on my desk. I'm happy to add it to the collection of gaming shit that is in the house of Smiley. Yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And be sure to leave a like on the video if you liked it. Leave a comment down below if you guys want to see more of these reviews on pieces of hardware or pieces of tech in the future. I've really wanted to do a video about my experience switching to Android from being a lifetime iOS user. Those of you who don't know me, I've been on iOS on an iPhone since the first day I got a smartphone. Very recently, I just switched over to an Android. I wanted to make a video about that, kind of compare the two operating systems side by side. If you're interested in that, leave me a comment down below letting me know. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Keep it kosher, and peace.